Hi, our lesson now is about probability. Let's start talking about the probability of an event. Let's say that I have a bag. I have 10 balls inside this bag. 3 of these balls are white. Simply to find the probability of picking up a white ball, this would be equal to 3 over the total number of balls inside this bag. So this would be equal to 3 over 10. So we can, by this, conclude our first rule for probability, that the probability of event A to happen is equal to the number of elements in set A over the number of elements in the universal set. This is how I can find the probability of any given events. Another thing which is very important for us to know, that the probability of any event always lie between 0 and 1. So the value of the probability, either it's 0 or greater, or less than or equal to 1. There would be, under any circumstance, that the probability would be greater than 1 or greater than 100%. Or I can write it as 0%. The probability lies between 0% and 100%. It's never the case that I can find the probability to be greater than 100% or I find the probability to be 0. These are my constraints. Another thing that we have to know, which is also very important, we have what's called by the complementary event. Let's get back to our example. In the bag, I have 10 balls, by which 3 of them are white. What's the probability of picking not white? It's equal to the not 3, which is 7 balls, over 10. So the probability of picking up W prime, I call it as the complementary event, is simply equal to the total probability, which is 1, minus the probability of picking up a white ball. So this is equal to 1 minus the probability of picking up 3 over 10 white ball, which will give me 7 over 10. So I can conclude another formula that the probability of A prime, the complementary event, is simply equal 1 minus the probability of A. So we learned now how to find the probability of any event, and we learned that the probability boundaries are from 0 to 1, and we learned about the complementary event. Let's see an example now. In a school, the ratio of male students to female students is 3 to 7. If 150 students were chosen at random, find the number of males chosen. Now, When I want to find the number of males chosen, this is called the expected number. We'll be learning a new rule now for the expected number. The expected number is always equal the probability of that event times the total selected sample. We have to memorize this formula as well in order to be capable of solving such questions. Now, let's get back to our example. I have the ratio of male students to female students is 3/7. So, the total students in this classroom would be 3 plus 7. I have 10 students in this ratio, by which 3 of them are male. So now the probability of picking up a male student is equal to the number of male students over the total. So it is 3/10. And then to find the expected number for 150 students, the expected number, this would be equal to the probability of males, which is 3/10, times the total, which is in this case 150 students. And this will give me 3/10 times 150. I can use my graphical display calculator now. I go to run matrix. Let's just delete all. We have 3/10 times the 150. And this is equal to 45 students. 45 male students. This is my expected number from 150 students.